Everybody has a podcast.
Hello. Hey, hope everybody is doing good. Welcome into the show. Back on Mondays, goddammit, and we're gonna stay being on Mondays every Monday, 9:30 p.m. Everybody has a podcast. Hope all you had a great weekend. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Whisk Creeper's coming along in a moment. Mine was great. I hope y'all's was good. Yeah, we're gonna have probably. Actually, we have a new co-host in the place, Mr. Justin. What's going on, brother?
What is going on, Mr. Grant Mills? How are you, sir?
Fuck, man, I'm good. I'm great. How was you?
Good, man. Good. Actually, still watching football. Watching the Broncos and Seahawks right now. Ruined the whole fantasy weekend for me.
Oh shit, you're into fantasy?
I'm not, man. I actually I just started back this year. Somebody asked me to. And what sucks about it, man, is when you have a good weekend, it'll tell you like 80% chance to win this shit. And so I was watching my game yesterday and I was up 80% to win. Now, tonight, well, Devontae Smith didn't catch shit yesterday. So he scored exactly 0. And tonight, his guy's winning. Now he's at 80%, so he's winning. So you got to take the highs with the lows, man. But I'm trying. I'm filling it out.
That's true. So, do you have any fucking? You guys got money in on this, or what's the deal?
$50 a person, man. What is it? It's 12 people in here. So what is that for the winner's pot? $50 at 12. Math, $600.
I'm not good at math.
I think it's 600. I think the pot's 600.
Okay, well, hey, man, at least you guys got a pot. So,
man,
shit.
I'm already down 0-1, man. Devontae Smith, former Heisman winner, can't catch a damn ball.
Damn! You know who's here right now? That
Who's
motherfucking boy, Wiz. What's up, Wiz?
What's up, you motherfuckers?
What?
Man.
How was your weekend, you dumb son of a bitch?
You're a dumb son of a bitch.
Oh God, I love this motherfucker. Well, I'm just. What did you do this weekend, man? That's what I want to know.
That's none of your beeswax, motherfucker.
Wiz Creever,
Okay.
man. I haven't heard from
You
him
being
in a
all
while.
Hey, Justin.
Man.
What are you doing, motherfucker?
Not much, Wiz. What have you been up to? I got to know about your weekend. You watch some football, take a couple of shots. What'd you get into?
Just a little bit of, cocaine and bitches and shit. It's just a regular thing because I don't give a feed.
I think you need to calm down a little bit, man. You've been going a little hard.
I think you need to calm down, you dumbass.
I don't do shit. Justin, what do you do on the weekends? I mean, what? You know, I don't do a lot. It's college football season now and pro football season now. So I'm pretty much nerding it up.
Man, yeah, football season's a catalyst for 30 to 40 something year old guys to drink on the weekends and hang out with their buddies. So I'm enjoying that, man. It's too hot though for football weather where we're at down in the South. But once it gets cool, man, the football kicks in, the vibes are a little better. But other than that, man, that was like 12-hour football Saturday. I mean, that's literally watching it from when you wake up, game day, 9 o'clock. That's when that starts. Then
I fucking love it, man. I was watching football until there was like a fucking triple overtime or something because these goddamn kickers couldn't get that shit right. BYU and Baylor, right? And so that game was fucking amazing. And I was up drinking liquor, smoking some shit. I know Wiz, he was probably fucking hoes, smoking Optimos.
You gotta been, Wiz. Goddamn.
Y'all don't know shit. I was already fucked up. I don't even remember what happened yet.
This probably like the BYU team out there. Maybe he does. BYU, that's the Mormon state, and that's the Brigham Young. So they got a.
What is BYU, motherfucker?
And
that's a fucking university, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, Wiz. Brigham Young.
I thought it meant bitches and young uteruses.
Shut the hell! You so stupid. Anyway,
man. Yeah, that besides this is bashing of BYU, man. That was a good game and a bad weekend for kickers, man. God, you look at all the games, kickers fucked up a lot. Alabama, Texas A&M had a missed field goal, cost them in the end. Texas A&M shanked a field goal horribly against App State. Got upset by App State, and they got to be head cases, though. You got to think about it, man. They probably are the biggest potheads on campus because if you got that much pressure on you.
Who's that?
The kickers. Got to be.
Oh, okay. Just kickers in general?
I think so, man. If you're in college and it comes down to you and you're sealing the deal for a win and you fuck it up or you miss twice. That one kicker, I think that was BYU's kicker, wasn't it? One of them, somebody missed twice.
They were going back and forth for a little while, right?
Yeah, they did something. They ended up winning it, but he was crying at the end of the game.
I'd be crying too. Goddamn, I'm sorry as hell. Dude, you were right. It's not only that game, it was there was another one that went into like 7 fucking overtimes. It was like Jesus. Bowling Green and somebody else, but I don't even know if that was on fucking TV because that's not what I was watching.
Man,
I was watching BYU.
I was too, and then Mississippi State and Arizona were playing late. I like those West Coast games because
we caught a little bit of that. I was over at the house.
We did, yeah. We right when they kicked off. I think that was kind of the heading on point after 12 hours of straight ass football. But it's fun, man. Keeping those West Coast games alive. It's funny because, man, you don't want the day to end and you don't want football to stop. So you'll be watching the teams. Shit, they're playing at midnight. It's Colgate versus Holy Cross. Let's watch this shit.
Man, I know that's right. Let's go ahead. We got a motherfucking phone call right now in the phone bank. Let's go ahead and go to Henrietta in Tuscaloosa. What's up, Henrietta?
Hey, Grant, how you doing, baby?
Hey, Henrietta, what's up?
Roll Tide, roll, baby. I just want to talk about this game with Texas.
Okay, well, let me know. What's up?
Oh, that gave me a heart attack, Grant. Oh, Lord, I about had a stroke. What you think about them boys this year? We almost lost to Texas, Grant. But you think we gonna be all right? What do you think? What y'all think? I'm gonna hang up and listen. Y'all have a great evening, baby.
All right, Henrietta. Oh, goddamn, a Roll Tide, a roll. She is definitely a fucking fan of the old school. Yes, that was a fucking crazy game.
It was, man. You know what? I'll spearhead that, man. If you're gonna fuck up and have
but do you think Bama's in trouble though?
I don't, man. I don't because it's early. If you fuck up later in the season, it's hard to get your wheels spinning again. It's early enough. They've got 2 shitty games coming up. I think it's Louisiana Monroe, and I could be wrong, but it could be Vandy, and then Arkansas. So You've got games to make adjustments, man. What do you think about it?
Yeah, you know what? Just kind of like you were saying, man. It's kind of like the whole. I'm gonna fucking draw a parallel to some NFL shit, my boy. Hey,
Yeah.
Ron, relax. Well, yeah, hey, it's the beginning of the season, okay? Just getting shit ironed out.
That's what I said, dumbasses.
You don't even know shit.
You don't know shit, motherfucker.
Weaver.
I'll tell you this:
Football.
these motherfuckers will be all right. You saw Bryce, man. I mean, dude.
Oh yeah.
But the backup quarterback of Texas, though, he's not bad.
Not bad at all, man, is right. It's hard because Texas' lore with Alabama is now we knocked their quarterback out early and then we barely beat them. And they always say, well, what if? Man, Texas is good. We were playing at Texas. Sarkisian's a damn good coach. He knows Alabama probably better than any other coach besides arguably Kirby Smart. And they're ready. They wanted it. When you're an underdog, you can throw shit against the wall and see what sticks. They rushed, they blitzed. And they were the deal. Alabama's got a lot of tuning up. At the end of the day, they win. Yeah, they control their own destiny at this point. They have enough talent, though, at Alabama, far more than most teams, besides maybe the top two other guys, Ohio State and Georgia. The depth's there. They'll be fine. I think they run it out.
When you say running out, undefeated from here
I think
on?
so. Yeah, I'd be curious to see what Wiz says about that. Undefeated from here on until the SEC championship at least, and then I think they're secured into a playoff.
Y'all don't know shit. Buckeyes gonna run shit, yeah.
I don't think so, man. They didn't look that great. Notre Dame fucking up though, losing to fucking Marshall.
Yeah, threw a pick six.
Who did Ohio State play?
Ohio State had Arkansas State. And,
okay. So
yeah, I mean they had a cupcake team. So 45-12 was that score.
I mean, you could still make the same argument that, this is still the beginning of the season and, same shit, pretty much. I mean, Ohio State is the most SEC-like team in the Big Ten.
Yeah, agree.
So,
yeah,
if you can think of anybody else, please tell me, but that's all I'm fucking coming through with.
See, at this point, aren't the rankings in the polls, they're so irrelevant. There's nothing. It's not going to help anybody. I think they shouldn't put the polls out until week 4, at least until you get into conference play. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see.
That's not a bad idea, motherfucker.
Oh gosh, Wes, always having to play devil's advocate on my ass.
That's not a bad idea, though.
Oh,
yeah. Are they? I know they're making.
Was against it.
You never know what the hell he's gonna do, man. He's on cocaine.
Hell
you
no.
need to keep out of my business, dumbass.
He's strung out, man. I don't see how he handled the games this weekend. Shit, all the upsets and shit.
Because I was fucking hoes while you dumbasses was watching football, pusses.
We didn't see him this weekend.
That's a valid point. That's a valid point.
That's a valid point, Wes. Well, touche. I'm glad you concurred with me. I didn't see you this weekend, man. I knew I had a little bit of liquor left in the house.
I know that boy's getting pussed. So that's all good.
I know always. It is. Fuck all y'all.
You're like a fucking Tupac or something.
Yeah, fuck you.
Man, motherfucker, one Pac.
One Pac Shakak. Hey. So we had so Texas A&M, they're out of it, right? They done. Ain't no playoff, right? Am I off on that? Do you think they can salvage the season?
They can. I mean, man, yeah.
App State? I'm not even paying attention to their schedule. Have you looked at any of that shit?
Yeah. I've got it pulled up right here. And the thing was, App State had already had a loss, and they had a bad loss. Well, you know what?
But wait a minute. That was North Carolina, and it wasn't bad, right?
I stand corrected. It was not a bad loss. But they had a loss to North Carolina. They go to Texas A&M, at Texas A&M, and beat them. So they're not a bad team. So I stand corrected.
Fuck A&M.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think A&M. Here's the thing. A&M loses out of conference. If by some chance they get their conference shit together, win out the conference, there's always a chance. But I think if you lose to App State, you should be light years apart in your recruiting. Your money is already miles and miles and miles apart. So there's no. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, A&M's out. I'll be bold.
Man, he's just a fucking white Kevin Sumlin, yeah.
He is, yeah.
What the fuck is happening? That is actually very astute comparison with Wiz been drinking on that Jim Beam tonight. He may not be here much longer, folks. But what we're going to do, let's go ahead and go to Danny in KC. Danny, what's up, brother?
Hey, Grant and Wiss, I hope you ladies are doing good tonight. Look, this is Danny from KC, Kansas City, boy. How you doing tonight?
We're doing good, man. What's up, Danny?
I just want to know something here, man. What is your favorite kind of barbecue, man? Is it mustard based or vinegar based? And also, I want to know what you guys think about the fucking Kansas City Chiefs this year, baby. You think we're gonna fucking get that Super Bowl, that championship? I know we're making it to the fucking AFC championship, baby. What do you think about that? I'm gonna hang and listen to see what you fuckers got to say. You have a good evening.
Hey, you had a good evening, Danny and KC. I've never had any KC barbecue. I do know that recently I had a little bit of that East Carolina barbecue, which is vinegar and pepper based. And I do like a mustard based, but this shit was pretty good. My friend Justin did partake a little bit as well. What do you like, Justin? Do you do you have you had, first of all, mustard and vinegar based, and is there something that you do prefer?
There is. I've had both. Had KC. What is KC's claim to barbecue? What is their style? I'm kind of curious.
Honestly, I don't know. I probably could Google that shit real quick. I'm gonna guess real quick off the top of my head while I'm typing in google.com. I think it's mustard, but let's see. What is Kansas? That's Missouri, right?
Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City.
City BBQ, baby. Kansas City BBQ. Let's see.
You know what though? While you look at that, I will answer because I've had both. I don't hate hardly any barbecue. I think all barbecue is great, but man, you got to go with the mustard base because.
Okay, so Kansas City is a vinegar based.
Oh gosh, man, he ain't gonna be pissed at me because I went against Kansas City. I like the mustard base though, man, because it seals in the juices. It has a good taste to it. I really do. I don't think either one are bad at all. God, barbecue is the shit. But if you got to pick one, man, I got to go mustard.
You know what? I think I'm leaning mustard because I like a bite with any kind of sandwich or shit like that. But like I've had the East Carolina that we had this weekend was definitely vinegar. And I think if you season it right, it's pretty hard to fucking. It's all good. I love some pork. Woo, baby!
You know what I tell you, I don't like.
I love it.
I don't like the white barbecue sauce.
What the fuck? You don't like white barbecue sauce?
Man, no, that's at Huntsville, Alabama.
Alabama sauce? You really don't like that?
I don't, man. It uses mayo as a base.
What the fuck is wrong with your dumb ass?
Wait, hold on. I gotta understand something right now. Was this just like a one-time occurrence, or have you had it several times, or because
it was a one-time occurrence?
Shit is amazing. Where did
you like it, man?
I love it. It's very good. Now, I will say one thing about it though before we go on with this conversation. The thing about it is now there's a couple of different different scenarios into where you. Now, if you were at a restaurant and had it and didn't like it, I would not understand. Okay. But if you bought it from a bottle, you know what I mean? And did it and didn't like it, that ain't really the real deal. But the reason I'm going to tell you that is because most ranch, I'm a ranch aficionado. I love ranch sauce, right? So any ranch sauce in the store is going to be way too tangy, man, because you can't preserve it with anything that's not vinegar, I guess. And vinegar throws the taste because they have to put so much of it in there to, make sure that it can stay on the shelf. If you go to like a fucking restaurant, like a bar, and you notice the ranch sauce is like way more tangier. It's got a kick. You don't really, well, not tangier. I'm gonna take that back. It's not tangier. It's more, I don't know if I can describe it. it doesn't have a tang. It has almost a kick to it and like a salty-ish flavor.
I get
You
that.
know what I'm saying?
You know what? More of a flavor to it. It actually has a
Yeah,
taste to it.
it's not like, you know how Hidden Valley tastes, right?
Right.
That shit ain't good. I don't like it because it's got too much tang. I like more of like a kick, you know. And in the bar, and I'll tell you something, Jack's. Have you ever had their ranch?
I haven't. I've heard a lot about it though. I need to
So
try
that's good. That's the one. Like that's the closest to like a dive bar ranch, you know, that you're gonna get, and it's damn tasty. So when it comes to ranch sauces, that's what's happening. You know,
You know what,
anything in a
too?
bar.
It's almost like when it's a popular thing, like the white sauce. I didn't have it at the big restaurant up there where everybody has it. It was at a smaller
That was
restaurant.
Bob Sykes, right?
Bob
That's the
Sykes is the
big
big one.
dog.
See, I
Is
wasn't there.
Huntsville?
Yeah, and I went to somewhere that was, a little small shop and shit. I bet, a lot of stuff they try to imitate, they're never going to duplicate. And I bet that's what they did because it wasn't good. But everybody talks about Bob Sykes, so I will give it another chance. I'm willing to keep it open, man. There's no bad barbecue in my opinion, just badly cooked and badly executed. So we'll keep the white sauce on the table. I will keep that up there for another call. I will give you a review on that. But right now, mustard base wins.
Hey man, I'm with you on that mustard base. A1, baby. Got me tripping. Oh, yeah.
That's it.
I love barbecue so much that it's almost like some shit about, I ain't even no differentiator. I'll take the vinegar based. I'll take the fucking mustard based, molasses based. I love it all based. You could put it in cocaine and I would eat it. I love pork.
Oh,
It's
man.
not so good for you, but it's tasty. It's
good.
tasty.
You got to get them to fall off the bones, man. That was a challenge. I got it done.
Ooh, I'm gonna ask you a question right now,
Please.
Mr. Justin. What's the best fucking ribs you've ever had? What place? What establishment?
Cool. Gosh, man. The best establishment you can go to is a hood barbecue. And if you see a 55-gallon drum cut in half, that's where you're going to get the best ribs at.
I don't think you're wrong about that, but I just want a motherfucking name.
A name, man. We're thinking restaurants. Whew.
Don't tell me no fucking Dreamland, because that's bullshit. I don't like Dreamland.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you. I think that's overrated. Gosh,
They got some dry ass ribs, bro.
You got to go to those hole in the walls, man. It's got to be a block building. I can't think of anything in particular, but I know for a fact best.
You bullshitting right now. I'm gonna need a name.
God, what's the place? I will give you a name. Me and Al D one time went to a place in Selma, Alabama, and it was off the heezy. Selma.
What's the name of it?
Let's find what it was. It was called. I can't find.
All right. Well, while you find that, I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers where I went. This is some barbecue shit, and it's the oddest place that I was in Manhattan, New York City.
Really?
I shit you not, at Tony Roma's. So I had a baby back slab. Those motherfuckers were so good. I remember to this day, I might have been 12 years old. We went on vacation. I was on vacation with, and I fucking ate these ribs because I was a young buck, and they fell off the bone, melted in my mouth, and I can't think of anything better. Did you find the fucking name of this motherfucker?
I found
Selma, Alabama.
They have a Facebook. It's Hancock's Country Barbecue.
So these ribs, the thing about Dreamland, I don't know why they were so hyped, and I'm going to go ahead and fucking be real about these ribs, Dreamland ribs. I've had them several times. They are not that great, y'all, and I'm going to tell you why, because they don't fall off the bone.
They don't at all.
They are dry as fuck, and you got to rip them off of that bitch. So this place you guys went,
Hancock's Country Barbecue. We went here like 5 years ago, and I am glad to see this place still in business. Like I said, they got the little brick facade up front.
I mean, did you get a plate? Go ahead and give it a rundown review right quick out of 5.
Got the plate, man. Got the 3 rib plate. And I will agree with what their rating is right here. 4.8 out of 5 out of 335 reviews on Facebook. Man, 3 ribs, and you got 2 sides, $10.25. That's not bad.
That's Selma, Alabama. God damn.
That's a good price, man.
Hell yeah, I love it. I love barbecue so fucking much that you don't even know.
Man, I do too. We need to take a road trip and do some barbecue one weekend.
I
Let's
love
do
it,
that.
dude.
Yeah,
I love it.
grab-
We'll take a fucking camera.
yeah. That's what you got to do. You need the hole on the wall places, man, because the big places, like you said, Dreamland, they're serving so many people. You know, they're just throwing shit up in the back. They're getting rid of
Well,
it.
Tony Roma's is of chain, but
That's
goddamn,
true.
I have never had a better fucking baby back rib, and I'm not lying to you. Now, I'm not a goddamn aficionado of ribs or nothing, but these motherfuckers did not melt in my mouth at any other place. And I've been on, you know, fucking Dreamland. You got Jim and Nick's. You got Full Moon. They have a goddamn great pulled pork, the best ever pulled pork. Full Moon, I will give you that. But as far as any kind of ribs, they're good, but they still ain't Tony Roma's, man. I don't know, man. I really just don't know. I don't even think Tony Roma's is around anymore. If you want to fucking know the truth about it.
You know what? I don't think so, because I actually just Googled it, and the first result that came up said permanently closed.
You know what I'm saying? And that is
Dang.
fucking crazy time. They had a good rib, man. And I'm not even lying.
They had a good place to eat at, man. Where were they at? Midtown?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I
think they were.
They might have had several locations as far as New York did. And you know what? I actually think they might have had some, I had them everywhere at one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a common place. Hell, we went to New York, twice together? At least once, right?
Yeah, the Applebee's up there was like, it sounds
Applebee's.
fucking stupid, but like the Applebee's there, it's it's like a fucking theater production. You remember? It's in a fucking like staircased fucking high-rise building, and it's fucking
second, third story.
It's fucking Applebee's though, but it's still cool because you're in fucking New York City, and it's totally different than anywhere else. I mean, you know, it's still Applebee's. You're getting 2,400 milligrams of sodium in a fucking plate, but
it was still good though for an Applebee's.
Yeah,
man.
no, definitely. I mean, hell, we were there, motherfuckers talking shit and fun times. No fucking doubt. Yeah. Let's go ahead and take a motherfucking call right now. We just talked to Danny and KC, right?
That was him.
I think we got Dusty and Silicaga. What's going on, Dusty?
Hey, this is Dusty from Silicaga. How you doing, Grant?
I'm pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm not bad. I just want to say something here. I want to get some advice, man. My girl, I think she's cheating on me, man. I'm gonna say 90% sure, man. I don't know if I should work it out, man, or what. Just let it go, man. I mean, what are you thinking, man?
Well, let's get into this, man.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm gonna hang up and listen, man. And you have a good day, man. Go Cowboys!
Oh, Cowboys fan.
Go Cowboys, goddammit. Now, I don't know if he means OSU or motherfucking Dallas. They going through some shit. And I'm going to tell you something about Dallas. They wish they got Josh Allen, bitch.
Shit, I agree
6'5" and a goddamn beast. You can't fuck with him. I hope Buffalo gets a goddamn Super Bowl. I love
He's
him.
throwing stiff arms and shit.
That dude, I'm going to tell you something about him, man. Why I like him. He's like Cam Newton. If Cam Newton could, Cam Newton would run through a motherfucker, dude. But like Josh Allen, man, he's got a little bit of like running skills. He can juke you, and he'll get away from you. He'll jump over your fucking ass.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's what I like about that, man. I like that.
Like Dusty's hoe left him. What happened? He got cheated on.
Hell, so all right, Dusty, my boy. He's saying he's 90% sure his girl's cheating on him, man.
90%.
He said 90%.
Yeah.
Now by what I fucking gather from old Dusty, I'm gathering old Dusty ain't married, so it ain't that goddamn serious. So, you know, what do you think?
If he's 90% sure it's his girlfriend, move the fuck on, man.
If you was 90% sure it's your girlfriend, you've been dating her for like, let's say 4 years, like how would you do it?
Man, how would I break up with her ass?
Yeah, would you like call a bitch up and be like, hey, you know, or would you like have to like do it in person? You know what I'm saying? Kind of shit.
I think I would go the whole cheaters route. I would have a bunch of my homeboys come up with boom mics and cameras, and we catch her at a restaurant, and she's out there determining if she likes mustard or vinegar-based barbecue with another guy better than him. And
you would not do that. You would not do that shit at all.
Man, 90% though, man, here's the thing. If you're married and it's 90% chance, you got to be 100% sure because you're talking about potential kids, money, alimony.
Hey, he's 4 years in, so I mean, I was about to ask him some shit, but you know, you might be 4 years in and be 4 kids in. I don't know. That's a
true,
50-50
man.
ball on that motherfucking shit. So, with that being said, let's just say it's a goddamn serious motherfucking endeavor. Now, with that being said, Mr. Dusty, he kind of hung up before we can get into it a lot, but man, the motherfucking goddamn result is gonna be your motherfucking result. What's gonna goddamn happen is you ain't gonna be with the bitch. That's the result. All right. And that's better for you, Dusty. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Leave her in the dust. No pun intended, man. I mean, 90%. He knows she is. And I think he's just wanting to catch her in the act. He's got all the, he wants the smoking gun, so to speak. And leave her out. Move on. Go enjoy the Cowboys. Whoever it may be, Oklahoma State or Dallas. Move on. There's a lot of bitches out there.
Look, y'all, make love to her, give her all your money, and just treat her like a queen, y'all.
That's the dumbest fucking advice I've ever heard. Wiz, I'm about to kick you off of this goddamn shit.
You shut up, I love bitches.
All right, man. Fucking shut up, man. I'm gonna need you to goddamn kick back a minute. You know what I mean? Just kick back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Dusty, you already know. Wiz Creever gave you some badass advice. Do not love her or make love to her again or give her all your money. Please. What I'm going to need you to do is immediately dump this bitch and go ahead and submarine style, baby. Don't even let a bitch know. I'm talking about just duck out. If you're married, that might be more complicated because then you have legalities and kitties and shit, and I don't even know how that shit is, thank fucking God. But if you do, then that's something you got to rectify, and you're still better off though.
Yeah, I agree. If it's a girlfriend, make the Irish exit, ghost it, call it a day.
Irish exit, hell,
best way to leave the party, man. Hopefully.
Got me tripping.
That's it,
baby.
That's it. Irish exit.
Hey man, that's some fucking good advice. That's some fucking good advice. Let's
Unless
go
they
ahead.
live together.
That's man, several variables. But I think in the end, man, he's got to get out.
Yeah, got to. 90% odds.
I mean, what are you thinking about? A timed exit?
Man, no. If you got a 90% chance of hitting the lottery, you're going to play. You're 90% sure she's cheating on you, exit out.
But I mean, how are you going to do it? Are you going to immediately be like, I'm out in like a week's time? Or are you going to give it a month where you're like plotting on some shit? Maybe you got some dramatized events going on. It might depend on just kind of what kind of guy you are.
Nah, man, you got to get out of it right away. It's just
as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's prolonging the inevitable. I mean, Wiz Creever may want to linger around for a while, man. Not me. I'm out. If you know it's already the end, go ahead, close the book, call it a fucking day.
Get the fuck up out of there.
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's why motherfuckers. Wiz Creever is about to make love to a bitch and give her all his money. I don't understand. So, right now, we need to go ahead and get into a little video game news. Fucking
I love it.
Fucking shit wouldn't come off mute. Sometime I gotta hit the fucking mixer board. All right, motherfucker. So we're talking shit. Sometimes we talk a little about video games. Sometimes we might talk a little bit shit about anything. It's just not political, but it might be odd. So, man, what the fuck is going on in the motherfucking world? Future Assassin's Creed games are ditching modern day stuff, and that's disappointing to some people. Do you even know what I'm talking about? Future Assassin's Creed? Are you familiar with that?
I've only played once and I never got into it, but it's not because I didn't like it. It was because I knew it's one of those games you have to go down you're gonna commit to it if you like it. It's like Game of Thrones or something.
Oh, it's like an RPG.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't get
shit.
me wrong, man. There's several games that I've gotten into that I like, but Assassin's Creed, I'm in the dust on that one, man. I don't know. You played
Yeah,
that
I
shit
gotcha.
before?
I have not. I've seen a lot of like commercials about various kind of shit like that. You know what I mean, on TV, and I never got into it just because, God, I just burned so much time. I think about games back in the day, like was that PS1, the Metal Gear? So you remember the Metal Gear?
Yeah, when Metal Gear,
Like the badass one that came out.
Yeah, first one. It's awesome.
And man, how many hours did you spend on that motherfucking game? I mean, I played it till I fucking beat that bitch. How fun was that fucking game, man? Did you have it for? It was that was PlayStation, right?
That was PlayStation. I'm pretty sure it was the PlayStation. That was the big change of the length of video games, because saving a game got so much better. The graphics got more intense. Because you remember most NES games you could probably beat in a day. I mean, you really could. But once it became PlayStation, man, these things become stories. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, God, you got hundreds of hours in that shit. Some people say they got thousands. It's crazy. Uh-oh, Grant Mills? Did we lose Grant Mills, or did Grant Mills lose me?
Hey, man.
There you are, Grant. What happened?
Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. I'm glad we still got it up. I'm sorry about that.
No worries, man. It was a
Go.
good video game talk.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
That's the Ghost of Whis Creever fucking everybody up.
I hope it's still recording and everything's good. So we were talking about
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. You never really got into it. I'm gonna put the fucking music back up because we were talking shit. It's still recording. We're still on air. I'm sorry, guys. We had some technical difficulties, snafus, if you will.
Ooh.
But we still on, and we still at 37:27. So I hope to fucking God when I when I try to put this motherfucker up later on that we just haven't lost anything, and it's just me being a fuckstick. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? I produced this whole show, me, and that's it. And then I have my co-host, which helps me a lot, Mr. Justin. I hope my boy's gonna be on with me for a while. Anyway, what happened right now, I was switching tabs and I accidentally hit the X. Sorry about that. I fucking about shit my pants. But we're back up and we're talking shit. But that's actually some of the good parts of this, because I'm not gonna edit this. I kind of want to let you guys fucking, two listeners see the snafus and everything that happens with the podcast, because that's fun shit. And we'll keep on being on this motherfucker Mondays at 9:30. All right, we was just now talking about some video game shit. Sorry about that, guys. We keeping on with the keeping on. Thank God that it's still going on. Shout out to Podbean. Hopefully we're still recording. We were talking about Assassin's Creed. What was one of your favorite? We have a thing on this. Yeah. It's called the... I might have to go back into the fucking notebook and see about it. But let's say you had an ultimate game room. You have any picks for that, my friend? Off the top of your head, like give me two arcade games you put in your ultimate game room. You have as many square feet as you want.
Oh, 2 arcade games off the top of my head. First one that hits me, man, I've got 2. They're tied. NBA Jam and Mortal Kombat, the original.
Ooh, those are good. I have a whole original list here, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can look at it real quick while talking shit. Broncos right now 16-17. Seahawks. Yeah. Russell Wilson's return, by the way. So that's some good shit. Many hours playing Mortal Kombat in the arcade. The first one or the second one?
Oh man, I've got to go with the first, just because that introduced me to everything video game violence. I mean, that was the original. But the second one was bad. Man, there was no bad Mortal Kombat games, I don't think. Not that I remember.
You know what? I think you're actually correct.
Yeah.
We got 1, 2. Oh, you know what? You know what? I might disagree with you. When you start getting into the Mortal Kombat 3D shit,
Yeah.
that's when I kind of, you know what I mean? I can't really get into that. I've quit with what was the last one that was really, really good? 3, right?
Yeah. Was Ultimate 3
That was
an
3,
arcade?
yeah.
Yeah, that was 3, but was when they called it the Ultimate Edition, was that what it was always called, or was that for the console games and arcade was just Mortal Kombat 3? Because I can't remember how they did that shit.
I think there was an ultimate version in the arcade, if I'm not mistaken, but I might be wrong because I
Yeah,
think there was like some hidden features. Maybe Midway was really weird, or
they're
they would
really
do shit like that.
really down with the hidden shit, man. They were. I agree with you. I didn't think about the 3D Mortal Kombat. I felt like they were trying to be like
Yeah,
Tekken.
it would like rotate and shit. It just wasn't the
Yeah,
same. So I'm going to go ahead and run down what we have so far. It's been a minute since we've actually gotten into our top. Let's see, how many do we have? Damn, only 16. All right, so this is the top 16. If you had, or if I had a room that, let's just say unlimited square footage, right?
yeah,
Number 1, Silent Scope. Number
cool
2,
game.
Dance Revolution. Number 3, Top Skater. That's a Sega game. Number 4, T2. Number 5, Afterburner. Number 6, Arch Rivals. Number 7, Centipede. Number 8, Dig Dug. Number 9, Frogger. Number 10, 720. Number 11, Tekken 2. 12, original Mortal Kombat. 13, Mortal Kombat 2. 14, Street Fighter 2. 15, Mortal Kombat 3. 16, Miss Pac-Man. That had to be a Wish Creever.
Shut up, bitch.
I knew it. I knew it. So we're gonna go ahead and what was yours again?
Man, I said my first two were NBA Jam and the original Mortal Kombat, but
Oh
you
yeah, I got
had
MK already on there. We'll go ahead and
got
put
to.
NBA Jam because it's not on there.
Yeah,
NBA Jam. That's a kind of a running deal here at
yeah.
Everybody Has a Podcast. We love vintage video games and video games. We do reviews. At maybe some point, I've always wanted to get, if we ever did any kind of Twitch channel or anything like that, of course, we're not going to show faces or anything, internet, kind of shit is weird. But my whole point is, I think it would be cool to get some kind of vintage video game network going. And I wish we could play each other. That is possible in some capacities with the Nintendo Switch and the Mutant League Football if you get on. But I understand with the viewership of 3 people, it can be hard to get those interactions, but still possible and still very fun. Um, my man, Jesus, too. We got this down. What, as far as your console of choice, all time of all time,
Ooh,
what would that be?
man, that is a good question. If you're going all time, and it can't be based off of, well, these graphics are better nowadays. All time, my favorite Super Nintendo, 100%. Loved it because that introduced you to those great games, Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam. But you also had things like Mario Paint. Remember that shit where you had the mouse and you can actually paint on the Super Nintendo? It had a lot of good games back then, the old cartridge games.
Mario Paint. Now, I remember seeing that. Now, that is something that I never really got down with.
I love Duck Hunt, motherfuckers.
Duck Hunt
Duck
was fun.
Hunt.
But I'm gonna tell you something about that fucking light gun. It's pretty damn good though for fucking the Nintendo. That was a
Oh,
pretty goddamn good gun.
shit was legit on the accuracy point, man. That thing was on it, man. And Nintendo, man, you had Excite Bike. I don't know what made me think of Excite Bike, but that game was the shit back in the day.
That was a good
Uh,
game. You could build your own courses, right?
yeah, build your own courses, customize them. Mike Tyson's Punch Out back in the day. Nintendo Original was really good, and I think it's really underrated, man. Super Nintendo was my jam, but God, original Nintendo, so many memories, so many good games. I mean, and hundreds of games.
there was a lot of games. The Nintendo Switch, they have some pretty cool online stuff going on right now. Now, I'll tell you guys something. Now, you guys know from this, so this podcast has had some variations as far as what the show has been. We had a show that was just kind of like all encompassing, and then there was a separate show with me just doing video game stuff, and then it continues to evolve. But what I'm getting to, this long ass story, I have a Dreamcast GDEMU unit, which is basically a Dreamcast that has all the games in it via SD chip, SD card, so you don't have to lug around a bunch of shit. And I was fucking around the other day, NFL Blitz.
Woo!
Woo, baby, NFL Blitz and a heels. And for some reason, I don't know even how I came across it, man. It's something like one of those things you're not even thinking about it, and then fucking something happens, and you think about it again, it comes up. I'm like, damn, I want to play this motherfucking game again for some reason. So I get on the shit and I'm looking at the Dreamcast. Like, it's got to be on this bitch. So I pull up the menus. It's on there. I got 2000 and 2001. Fucking gangster shit. Arcade 1-Up. You motherfuckers, I got a beef with you right now because Arcade 1-Up. So they come out with a bunch of repro cabinets for like the house. They did that with NFL Blitz recently. But what's booty about this is you cannot whoop fools' asses in the middle of plays. They took that out.
Ah, boo.
Yeah, man, that's the whole fucking fun shit of the game almost.
That's essential.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's like the game. It's supposed to be a blitz. It's supposed to be fun and it's supposed to be different. And it was, and it delivered, man. But God, taking that out, it's like taking the fatalities out of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's super dumb because that game is super fast action. It's not like your Madden game. It isn't like even NCAA, of course, in that vein. It's just like a super fast arcade game that's fun as shit. Anyway, I played the fuck out of it. You know that shit was fun. And that's basically the moral of the story. But also, Arcade 1-Up. Fuck you for taking out the fucking beating fools' asses.
Yeah, man, that sucks, dude. I loved Blitz, and I remember the original arcade game. I think I said that story to you before, but we had it in a break room at work, and that was such a fun way to unwind during your lunch break. Go in there, play some Blitz against some motherfuckers. And yeah, I don't know why they would remove that. It kind of breaks my heart. But hey, you said something too. NC Double. You know, they got the new NCAA coming out next year. Do you think that's going to be legit, or are they just going to still mad and put college logos on NFL helmets?
Is there an official release date or?
You know, they've changed it 100 times. I think they're looking now at June 2023.
Is this an EA title?
I think it is. It's got to be if it's Madden, right? Because they're using some.
Yeah, I guess the last one was, but I don't know. I don't know everything with companies.
I think it'll
sometimes they sell rights.
Yeah, it'll be called NCAA 2024. From what
I think the whole thing was, are they still going to give players, you know what I mean? Are they going to, or is it going to be like no names? They try to, you know what I mean? Yeah. Not be distinguishable because of the whole NIL shit.
So I'm not smart enough to even know how all the legalities work. I don't understand why originally they just didn't release the game. You had just a random team generated. Then if you wanted to customize your own team and make it look like Bryce Young as your quarterback or somebody, you could do it on your own. Or you could go download a roster that somebody else has already made. But all they're doing is licensing the team information, random generated team, and then you can edit the players on your own. They're not selling it to you with the players looking like somebody. I never understood that. I think they dug themselves in a weird hole there. But it sucked, man. That's been a decade-long drought without one of the hottest games of all time, and one of my favorites. I love NCAA, and I still play NCAA 14 on the 360 all the time. So I'm looking forward to it. I just hope they do not bastardize the release and make it some Madden game that just has college logos on it, or now the micro charges. Every game has micro charges in it. You got to go download a roster, pay $1.99. So we'll see. I'm optimistic though. Optimistic.
Oh, I agree with that. That was a very fun game. Been such a long time since I played it. I believe it was, what was the last one? 13?
14. Yeah, 13 and
14.
14.
Okay.
Yeah, 14 was the last. 13, yeah, 14 had shoelaces on it. Denard Robinson on there. 13, I couldn't even go back and tell you who was all on there. But I know 14. And now, man, 14, if you go buy it, it's like $200.
Are you
$250.
fucking serious?
I swear, go on eBay right now and see for 360. If you're looking up, I will do that for us. I swear.
I hope that they release this new shit on the Switch, man, because I don't, I got like the dad console and I don't have any fucking kids, but like, I don't even care. Like like an Xbox or like a PlayStation is like, that's serious shit to me. Like, that's like I'm about to spend 5 hours a day on a fucking game that like I really don't want to. So I try to steer away. The Nintendo Switch seems like kind of like the lighthearted.
Yeah.
I might play here and there. Now I still get down with the game reviews from my folks, but I play, but it ain't like I'm a super nerdo about it.
It's fun, man. It's fun, but I'm with you because once you get into a game, it's easy to lose yourself. It really is. I did that with a couple of games that I really liked. Skyrim was one of them. Didn't think I would be into it because I was never into fantasy shit. And man, I really went down the rabbit hole with that game. I had to put my 360 away for a while. I was like, fuck, had this motherfucker on here making magic and shit for 2 years. Good game though, man. And Red Dead Redemption 2, still play a little bit. Online to me, under delivered, but the game itself is phenomenal. I mean, it's a great game, but I can see how somebody could go down that hole and just spend hours and hours and hours and hours playing that shit all day. And I check myself sometimes, man. Got to get out of the house, get some fresh air and shit.
You definitely got to do that. So, all right, let's go ahead and Gerald in where the fuck? Hey, Klaus, where the fuck is he? Let's just go ahead and go. Gerald, what's going on?
Grant, this is Gerald from Brooklyn. I just had a couple of questions, man. You doing all right today?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you doing, Gerald?
Doing all right. I'm doing good, yo. Just about to get a slice here in a minute, but I just wanted to ask you something, Grant and the fellas, Wiz, whoever the fuck else is out there. I just want to see what you guys thinking about. Have you ever been to Brooklyn? I just want to know that, number one. If you ever been in New York, yo. Number two, what are you guys thinking about the fucking Giants this year? Yo, fucking Saquon Barkley looking good. Daniel Jones looking excellent. I think they're going to be a lot better than last season, and hopefully Saquon can keep healthy. I mean, what do you guys think? I'm going to hang up and listen. Thanks a lot, y'all.
Thank you, Gerald. Brooklyn. So Brooklyn, the New York Giants. I saw that game.
Yeah. Looks good.
My whole thing about Saquon is he's always getting hurt. If he can stay healthy and they have a run game, who's the backup fucking running back for New York? I have no idea. So,
God, man, I don't know who he is. Saquon Barkley, though, when he's healthy, he is a fucking monster. He is he squat almost 600 pounds? I mean, that is
his calves, they're huge. This dude, you gotta have him. Because, like I told you, I can't even name the fucking running back for the fucking Giants. Okay, they've been terrible. They have a new coach, I think. So, the running game is, if he can keep him healthy. Daniel Jones is all right. He's not terrible. He's not fucking great. But I think they can maybe. But like that's the whole thing about football, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Get hurt.
I mean,
that's a fucking possibility.
Yeah, he's got.
So motherfuckers talk about getting hurt. Oh, we got hurt. We would have won. Well, motherfucker, that's football. So that's fucking part of it, right?
That's part of it, man. Saquon Barkley's good, man. They're 1-0. I looked at his stats. I actually watched some of the highlights. he's good. Hope he stays healthy. He's a fun player to watch. But God, man, what a monster. I mean, just no one 600 pounds. That's huge to put on your back. So hopefully he'll stay healthy, man. But you been to Brooklyn, Joe? Grant Mills?
Brooklyn, I have not been to. I don't know who the fuck Joe is. But,
Was that his name, Gerald or Joe?
I think it was Gerald.
Gerald,
He's
my bad.
from Brooklyn.
Oh, he's from Brooklyn. I got his name wrong, man. I was asking. Gerald from Brooklyn. So,
Yeah,
okay,
old Gerald.
Grant, have you been to Brooklyn?
All good. All good. My middle name is JoJo. So, have I been to Brooklyn? No. I've been to Manhattan. I've been to where all the tourists go. Have you been to Brooklyn?
I have been to Brooklyn. We snuck through there one time. Didn't do anything amazing in Brooklyn. I think I've been to all the boroughs now, except Staten Island or Long Island, right? What's the borough up there?
I have no idea. I know Queens is one, right?
Queens, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, and I always get my islands mixed up. Staten Island.
Hey, you've been to more places out there than I've been. Like I said, I've only been to Manhattan. That's the only place. So, yeah.
Man, it's a cool place up there. I really dig it. I wouldn't mind going back sometime soon. Man, you go in the wintertime, there's something about it. It's cold as fuck, though, the Northeast. But cool place, man. I haven't been to Brooklyn in the wintertime. I did that on a summer trip. And I like it. Gerald, Joe, whatever his name was. I think it's cool, and I hope your Giants do well.
Gerald in Brooklyn. No. He was in Brooklyn. That's what Klaus. Was it Brooklyn? Yeah. All right. Klaus is telling me Brooklyn. So I'm gonna go with Brooklyn. All right. Got another call. Rico in fuck is he? Rico in Glendale. What's up, Rico?
Hey man, this is Rico from Glendale, man. What's up, Weez? What's up, Grant?
What's up, man? Well, how you doing, man?
I'm good. All you fuckers are doing good, man. I want to ask you, well, if you could, which celebrity would you fuck? And that's pretty much my question, man. I would love to fuck Selma Hayek. What about you fuckers? I'll hang up and listen. Have a great day.
Rico, you fucking perv. Oh, Selma Hayek got some big old bitties, big old titties. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, I titty fuck him, y'all.
Wes, you a big pervert right now. I can't believe this shit. She do got some big old bitties. Justin, I don't know, man, because we're talking about if I was in the 1990s, maybe it would be somebody different than right now. So,
yeah.
Let's just say any celebrity dead or alive, all time.
Man, Sofia.
You got one shot.
That's it, Sofia Vergara.
Sofia Vergara. Wait a minute. Is that the real old bitch from like 1967?
What, man? That's Modern Family. Look her up.
Oh, no. Okay, I got her mixed up with somebody else. I'm sorry. I thought she was like an old movie. I know you, man. You like these old movies and you watch The Notebook and shit, right?
Oh, you full of it. That was Wiz. He likes The Notebook.
I got tricked into that shit, you fuckers.
I bet you did, you old bitch ass.
Man, he watched that shit voluntarily.
Fuck you. Fuck all y'all dumbasses. Y'all boys ain't got y'all dick sucked yet.
Yeah. All right, Wiz. All good. I can't. Shit. The Notebook, man. That's hours of sheer torture with Ryan Gosling. I don't even know. That was just. Did they make? Isn't there a sequel? Who the fuck would put a fucking human being through that again? Is there a sequel to The Notebook, or am I just thinking about? Am I just having a nightmare?
You know what? Spoiler alert. I think they die. So if there's a sequel, man, I don't know where the hell it's going to be based at.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I guess it'd be about different old motherfuckers. I don't know. You know how fucking Hollywood is. Shit. They will make up anything.
Man. I hope there's not. I hope to God for all the men out there who have women that like that rom. That ain't in a rom-com. That's just some sappy shit.
Man, that's just depressing.
Yeah, that's sad. I
That's
hope
just
there's.
depressing.
I hope there's not a sequel. I hope that's buried. I hope people forget the mid 2000s when that came out, and every woman wanted to take their man to that shit. Boom.
Hell yeah. Fuck the Notebook. Got me tripping. Was that Nicholas Sparks? Fuck you, you fucking bitch. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go to Raj in Charlotte. Raj, what's up?
Hey, Grant, this is Raj. What up, you motherfucker? I hope you're doing very, very well, sir.
I'm doing well. Raj, how are you?
I'm kicking it, motherfucker. Doing very well, very, very well. I want to ask you a question. You know, I am in Charlotte, North Carolina. I love the Hunters. What are you thinking about the Baker Mayfield? What does he do? You look very, very good. Even though they're losing this past weekend, I want to know you're thinking you can pull it out and turn it around there in Carolina. And I would hang up and listen. Thank you, Grant. You have a great week, sir.
You too, my friend. Yo, Raj, North Carolina, Charlotte. What a fucking nice area.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I like Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
He looked really good. I know they lost, but how good can Jacoby Brissett be? And for how long?
Man, I like Baker Mayfield too. He's a good player, man. Good attitude. I think he's going to do well. I think he's in a good system. I like Kakalaki. So hopefully, I'd like to see Baker Mayfield do really good, man. To me, he's almost a Johnny Manziel part 2. Not nearly as bad, not nearly as much drama, but there's something about him that's got that Manziel vibe. And I don't ever want to say he's going to be a bust because so far, man, he's done. I mean, he's still in the league. So, but would you say he's been successful though?
Okay. So
I'm
in previous shows, we've kind of went over my cursed list of NFL teams.
All
right. Number 1 on the cursed list is. I was just trying out the soundboard because I forgot what was on this. But anyway, number 1 is definitely the Lions. Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Number 2, you got the Browns. Number 3, you got, I hate to fucking say it, the fucking Las Vegas Raiders. Number 4, now you're kind of getting into, it might be kind of subjective, like when we're getting into this, because we're kind of talking about the new, we're in a new time, time bracket. So when we're talking about number 4, they've been on the creeping on a come up lately, but I'm going to say the Bengals. I know they got to the Super Bowl last year, but they didn't win. All right. And my number 5 is actually a team I like a lot, but they went to the Super Bowl 4 times and fucking get it. I know that was in the 90s. You already know what I'm talking about. But now they got a fucking quarterback that is a goddamn stud. And they've been in the AFC Championship the last couple of years. They got to fucking get it. I mean, they have stiff fucking competition they go up against, dude. Pat Mahomes, the fucking guy is a goddamn baseball player in a football player uniform throwing all kind of crazy ass sidearms with mobility.
Yeah.
All right. This is like Bernie Kosar if he could fucking run. All right. And so how the fuck are you going to defend against that? That's very hard when it's like background football. I mean, playground. He's on the goddamn playground. He's goddamn throwing shit out of his ass. Very, very hard to defend against. But Cleveland's cursed, man. So I think, back to your point, Cleveland, right? Right. Yeah, he looked bad. Everybody looks bad in Cleveland, dude. The only person that I think maybe could do well would be Deshaun, but he got fucked over by them hoes. Gosh. I don't even want to go there. I already told everybody on this motherfucking shit episodes ago, if he would have fucking just got with hookers, he'd been all right.
That's it. And he had the money for him. Come on.
He tried to, put on a squeaky clean image, which is never good. And then, just get hookers, man. You should have came out to Vegas. We want you. Derek Carr is a bitch. Derek Carr has been in Vegas for 9 years and will never do shit. He sucks ass.
Man, yeah, gosh, and I like the Raiders too. I thought moving to Vegas was a slick move, but
Oh, the
curse,
Raiders are
man.
cursed. Did I say they were on them? I said
Yeah,
they were on there, right?
yeah, oh
I
yeah,
mean, think about it. Fucking Henry Ruggs goes down for that shit. Derek Carr isn't a leader, and Saban said it. And I'm gonna motherfucking. This might be weird, but he was there that night. And if he was a real fucking leader, he wouldn't have let his ass go. Okay, that's just what I fucking feel about it. You can't control another fucking man and what they do, but dude, what the fuck, man? You are all there on the team. You see this motherfucker's trashed. Maybe it wasn't that because I was not there, so I don't know for real. But you can't tell me there wasn't fucking people there on the team that saw him that couldn't have been like, yo, man, you need to get you a fucking Uber, dude.
yeah.
You about to crash 161 miles an hour into a motherfucking young woman and her dog, man. And or you could, and you did, and now you're fucked. So I guess hindsight's always 2020, but
Yeah, man, heartbreaking, dude. I thought he had such a good upside. One of the Bama boys, tough. You hate seeing it, man. It goes, don't want to make light of it, but it goes with what the Raiders, the curse. It's just tough. So yeah,
they're
I would
cursed,
agree.
man.
I'd agree with your list. Hopefully, Baker Mayfield and Kakalaki will do big things. I like watching him. I thought he was awesome at Oklahoma, and man, he's a good quarterback. I hope he has a couple of years in it because I like seeing entertaining quarterbacks.
He's definitely fun to watch. I like Baker, 2-time walk on, and just a big dog when it comes to the underdog. Always like seeing it. Always love it. I'm always gonna root for this guy, man.
Yeah, me too, man.
You know, I know there's a lot of motherfuckers in the South that talk shit. Oh, I don't watch Pro Bowl. I just watch college. But look, motherfuckers, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I watch all football. I don't give a fuck. It could be Canadian football. I just put it on the TV. I watch it. I don't give a fuck. I don't even bet. All right. And sports wouldn't be here if it wasn't for betting. But it's kind of a thing to where, man, it's like an acquired taste. You fucking watch it for a long time, and man, it's just a fun thing to have on.
It is, yeah. It makes the workday, marriage, cheating girlfriends from our caller earlier, everything a little easier to digest. So, yeah, I love watching it, man, and it's fun to watch your guys from college see how they do in the NFL, and it's crazy to see guys. I'll go back to my rant earlier. Devontae Smith, my Bama boy, great at Alabama. Dropped a big goose egg on my fantasy. I think he had 4 targets, no catches this weekend, no nothing.
How many teams are you on? God damn it!
I am on one league. Got 12 guys in the league, and I'll even tell you my roster. I think you know who I have. I got Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback and Mac Jones. That's not the best.
We need to get a fucking pick'em here on the show at some point or something. Fucking get something going on,
Yeah,
and get involved with the foosball season, baby.
yeah. Let's do that. We can talk about it, catch up, see how we do. It's crazy watching it. Like I said, fantasy, I will give it that. It makes it a lot more fun to watch the NFL if you're not an NFL fan. I'm with you. Most guys in the South, who don't watch the NFL football. But I'll watch it. I'll have fun with it. And fantasy gives you a little more, gives you a reason to watch and check out your guys, see how they're doing. But man, yeah, my team so far, so shitty.
All good. Hey, you know how it is. Let's go ahead and who's that? We got Sharon in Minneapolis.
Sharon?
Hey, Grant and everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I just want to know what you're thinking about Kirk Cousins and the new Vikings staff. Do you think they have a chance this year? I'll hang up and listen. You guys have a great day.
Sharon, Minneapolis. Damn. Okay. So the last coach, he was a defensive-minded dude. What was his fucking name? I can fucking picture him in my mind right now, but I can't remember his name. Really curmudgeon type of motherfucker. But I think now it's like one of the guys from the Rams. I think
The Vikings coach?
Yeah, he's a new guy,
Yeah.
Kevin some shit. I think Kevin Colby Collins and some shit like that.
Kevin
Anyway,
O'Connell. That's him.
yeah, Kevin O'Connell. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And so Kevin O'Connell came from the Rams, Sean McVay descendant, or Sean McVay tree, whatever, however you want to go football wise. And so the whole thing with Kirk Cousins, and I think the guy's name was, I can't remember, the old Vikings coach. They didn't get along, right? Because he's an old school kind of coach, and Kirk Cousins is not really, doesn't take to that. And so they looked good. But also, you're talking about Aaron, and the thing about it is, very early in the season, he doesn't have his number one dude, Devontae Adams. Went to the Raiders to get that check. Stupid idea. If you fucker, you should have stayed and tried to get a ring. But what do I know? Maybe I'd have done the same shit. I'm not a fucking superior athlete. But at the same time, he's got no receivers right now, really, until they really gel. And some of that is Aaron's fault because he didn't go to camp and do all that shit and get the rapport with him. But hell,
No.
I mean, when you're a rich quarterback that's been in the league 18 years, you might want to do some other shit. I get it. I can't judge a man for doing what he got to do. I'm just saying what it is. I can't motherfucking, tell you what I would have done in that situation. But that is what happened. And hopefully they'll get that shit together, man, because I really like Aaron. And I'd like to see him win one. And just fucking hang it up. He dated Olivia Munn, bitch, fine as hell.
She's smoking, man. Too, I didn't know that shit. God, wasn't
Damn.
he a former quarterback and shit too, right?
Who?
O'Connell? Kevin O'Connell, head coach.
Oh, Kevin O'Connell? I have no idea. Maybe. Probably.
Man, I don't keep up with the fucking Minnesota Vikings, but I need to.
Hey, well, I just I watch TV and motherfucking, that's basically it. I watch TV and that's what they be saying on the tube, on the boob tube. Yeah. So, man, this has been going good tonight. Got a great co-host right now. Real quick, let's go ahead and what we can do is, I got a quick video game review and then we'll go ahead and just fucking water on down for tonight because, people got to get their rest in and do what you have to do. So, video game review, man. What? I'm going to go back in the day right now. What am I going to fucking bring up? I'm going Doom, 1996.
Boom. 1996.
Wow.
That was
Old time.
Man.
Did you ever get into that?
I did. You know how I got into it? When they had it in the computer class at school. We had that, man, the Doom. I think that was the original one. God, that shit was awesome, man. That changed that. I think that was that's like the grandfather of all the first person shooters. Is that not right?
Definitely changed the game. I think Wolfenstein 3D was the prelude to that game.
Yeah, good call.
Because I got very obsessed with that game, and then it led into fucking Doom. Because I'm a bit older than you, I'm an old man. But that is but yeah, then it kind of led into that, and the Doom was like the fucking groundbreaker with the graphics.
It was slick, man. I like Doom.
And the blood, I think that was like the big deal, right? The gore.
Yeah, I can't remember Wolfenstein, but I remember Doom very well. And I'm trying to look back, but yeah, those games were the first ones that had like the ammo, the health at the bottom, the first person view. Man, they really changed it because now you look at most games like that, Call of Duty and all your big games. That's what they started off, man. Nobody these days could sit down and play Doom without probably getting bored. I could go back and play that shit for hours, easy.
Oh, definitely. I think part of it is also, you got the memories in there with it too. So definitely,
oh yeah,
that kicks in, gets those endorphins going, man. The Doom video games consisted first-person shooters. The player controls an unnamed space marine, commonly referred to as Doom Guy by fans. What? Doom Guy?
Doom guy.
The player battles the forces of hell, consisting of demons and the undead. The games are usually set within sprawling bases on Mars or its moons, while some parts take place in hell itself. The classic series had only a limited focus on the story, much of which was present in manuals rather than the games themselves. More recent titles, particularly in the 2016 series, would feature a heavier focus on narrative. Man, 2016, please. I played this shit in fucking like 1993 or some shit. So 2016, I'm well out of my nerd shit, but longevity, right? So classic series, yeah, classic series, 93 to 97. The original development started in 92. John Carmack on some nerd shit. Doom Engine, ID Software. They finished actually the Wolfenstein 3D prequel, Spear of Destiny. I played a lot of that shit. The game launched in episodic format in 1993, with the first episode available as shareware and 2 more episodes available by mail order. So the first episode was largely designed by John Romero. I don't know who the fuck that is, but he designed that shit. Man. Did you ever play Doom 2?
I don't remember Doom 2. I do remember Doom. I remember 2, and I just saw this when I was looking, that some of the tracks on there were inspired by cool metal bands like Alice in Chains and Pantera. So, Doom had it all, man. That was one of the first games I think they had the audio really kicking ass, kind of drew you in. But man, I don't remember Doom 2. I need to go back. That's a good thing to do because I want to do a video game review, and I'll do an Oregon Trail. I'll set up an Oregon Trail review. I'll play the game this week online.
Hell yeah, do a review, man. Write it up. We'll do next Monday, man. We'll put
Tell
you
you
down.
I'll put 5 people in there. We know we got me, we got you, we have Wiss. I'll take 2 more. We'll talk about it after the show. And I'll set us out on the Oregon Trail. I'll let the computer do all the work. We'll see who dies of dysentery because Oregon Trail was.
How the hell do you even play that now? Is that an online game? I don't even. What the fuck? What do you download that off of fucking Steam?
Yeah. You can go online and play through a browser now, man. What the hell does that game take? 1 byte of memory? That game sucks. But
yeah, it was like fully text, right?
It had like the little wagon moving through the blocks and over the river. You had to ford a river sometimes, float it across, or hire a ferry. I will do that. I'll set up 5 of us in a wagon. We'll pick us 3. We'll get 2 wild cards in, and I'll let the results be known next time, how we did, and a little bit about that game, because man, that was a staple in every classroom across America, the Oregon Trail. I would argue most kids born in the 80s, probably first video game, at least on the computer, had them in the Oregon Trail or Doom. So good throwbacks there, really good throwbacks.
Definitely a fucking throwback. So yeah, next Monday's show, we'll definitely have that for you guys. And another video game review to be determining on first show. Shit. So my man Jay Weezy, do you have anything you wanted to, do you have a beef? Do you have a rant? Do you have anything you just want to talk about?
Ooh, I always have a beef, man. I started and I'll end with this fucking fantasy football. That shit. We need to get in a league this week. We need to see how you do, Grant Mills. See how this shit goes, because football season is going to make or break friendships and marriages. I kind of want to see how we do on picks. It'd be a good way to follow it up every time. Get Wiz Creever in there too. I want to see if his Browns can break a curse. They're on your curse list. Let's see if they can do something. So get the guys interacting here. We'll integrate with some video games. We'll get the fantasy football up. We might be a week too late, but shit, we can start anytime. Let's do it. I want to hear Wiz Creever's picks next week. That bastard.
Who is Jacoby Brissett, y'all?
That's your fucking quarterback, bitch.
You shut up!
Ooh, goddamn. Well, hell, shit. Been a good show. I'm gonna have a wander on down right now. Huh.
I'm fucking tired and I'm going to bed, y'all.
All right, then, Wiz. Peace up. Have a good one, my man.
Fuck y'all.
Peace out, Wiz. Peace out.
He's gone. All right, so gonna go ahead and wind on down tonight. Thanks for listening, all 0 people. But we love you. We love you all here. Shit, man, college football, right? What a great weekend.
Great weekend. Like the upsets, man. Maybe
Great
we'll have another
weekend.
one.
Yes. So do you have any parting shots for the people out there, Mr. Justin?
Parting shots. I hope you guys enjoyed me on this show. You got a great host here, Mr. Grant Mills. We will keep talking shit. And Grant, I will join you again. We'll talk some more shit. Go pick your teams. Get on your fantasy. Call in next week. Talk shit. Are we right? Are we wrong? And fuck it. We'll throw it right back at y'all.
Awesome. Yeah, so we'll be back every Monday, 9:30, taking your calls. Also talking shit, college football, whatever else as well. You know we love it, and we love you. All you guys, smoke it up.